Dr. Dorothy Celeste Boulding Farabee. She's admirable to me because she was an OBGYN working in the 1920s who worked tirelessly to make healthcare more accessible and equitable to African Americans. And I'm in school studying to do the exact same thing. So I'm inspired by her perseverance, tenacity, and bravery, and most of all, her strong desire to serve her community. She's a civil rights pioneer and a true ally to her community.
A prominent Black history figure that stands out to me is Ruby Bridges. She's the first African-American child to desegregate an all-white school. I admire Ruby Bridges because I can't imagine at 6 years old needing armed federal marshals to get an education. People were so enraged by their prejudice that they justified threatening the life of a little girl. Even though none of the kids wanted to hang out with her, and only one teacher was willing to teach her, she survived. Ruby Bridges is 67 now and chairs the Ruby Bridges Foundation.
From the standpoint of, who in Black history has made the most impact on my life, I would say that would be President Barack Obama. He was the first president that I was old enough to vote for, and it was, really cool in the fact that he was Black. Somebody who looked like me, who, represented my background and who really did his absolute best to be a president for all of us. He was a shining, representation of Black excellence. 8 years in office, not one scandal. I think the worst thing that they could pull on him was that he wore a tan suit to an event. He's just always been inspiring to me. The fact that, again, he exuded Black excellence, and I take that with me in a lot of what I do and how I represent myself as a Black man in corporate America who is striving to be at the highest level in my respective field. So that's why Barack Obama is the Black history hero, the ultimate Black history hero in my eyes.
A Black person who's been really inspirational to me would be Shonda Rhimes. One thing I learned from Shonda Rhimes is that it's very important to perfect your craft, because whether people liked her or not, they needed to give her a seat at the table because she was that good at what she was doing. And I also really admire her because she's the writer and executive producer of Grey's Anatomy, of Scandal, and a lot of other different really popular shows. And those shows aren't just popular amongst her demographic, which is Black people, but those shows are popular across all demographics in plenty of countries, not just the US.
For me, that would have to be Martin Luther King because of his leadership and what he did for Black people, and the fact that he would go to put forward the Black community in front of himself.
I admire Martin Luther King because he fought for Black people's rights.
It is Ruby Bridges because she was the first African American to go to an all-white school. She faced many challenges because of that, but she was not scared. She opened the door for Nathan and I so that we could go to the same school as our friend Christopher and my best friend Kian, who are both white.
That's easy, Harriet Tubman.
See, after she escaped from slavery, she went back and brought more people with her through the Underground Railroad and saved them from being enslaved forever.
Someone who stands out to me during Black History Month has always been Nelson Mandela. He was the first person I ever did a Black History Month project on, and I just think his tenacity and drive and how he never let injustice affect him in any way. He was sent to prison unjustly, but kept fought, got out of prison, and became a president of a country that the country of his birth is his love, South Africa, and how he just never let anything evil and injustice take him down. He always rose to the occasion, and I just think he's definitely one of the figures, the head figures when we talk about Black history. Thank you.
Harriet Tubman.
Okay, why do you admire Harriet Tubman?
I admire her because she was the leader of the Underground Railroad and she helped Black people escape from slavery. And she was a nurse, cook, and spy for the Civil War.
Okay. And what are some things that you can learn from Harriet Tubman?
That sometimes in life, you'll have to fight for your freedom.